The United States federal government is trying to warn us. The question is, are we ready and are we listening? Guys, I know that nobody likes everything that's going on with the tariffs and the fact that prices will possibly go up. But I know for a fact that most people are not ready for what's about to happen. It was inevitable, whether it was Trump or the Democrats that got back in power again. It doesn't matter who's in power. Our financial system here in the United States cannot sustain itself. It is just not possible. So now they're trying to get things equalized, moved back, turned around, whatever you want to call it. But it is going to be a little painful. And these are the consequences of our spending actions for the last 30, 40, 50 years. It's just the way it is. But there are things that you can do to protect yourself for what is about to happen. First of all, you are going to have to brace yourself and just accept what is happening is happening. That's just life sometimes. People in 1929, late 1929 and 1930s through about, the early 40s were not happy when the stock market crashed and the depression hit. They weren't happy about it, but they made adjustments, they figured out what to do, and they moved on from there. Was it fun? No, it wasn't fun. Were they able to make it through and cope? Yes, they were. Sometimes it was not pleasant at all. It was very difficult, but you can start preparing yourself now so that if things do get higher in price, if we have stock markets crashing, all of those things, you can prepare now and be ready for it. Number one, make sure you have an emergency savings. I would have no less than $1,000, but I highly recommend getting $5,000 or even $10,000. That way, if your car completely poops out, $5,000 will get you a used car that will get you back and forth to work. $10,000 will get you a used car that will get you back and forth to work, plus replacing any appliances that die, any tooth surgery, a crown, a root canal, anything like that that's a major emergency. It will cover that. So I would start with $1,000, get yourself up to $5,000, and then possibly $10,000. Get all your debts that you possibly can paid off. Get your credit card debts paid off first, then get your car loans paid off first. If your car is worth as much as you owe on it, I would sell it, get rid of it, get no car payments, and start fresh with something that you can pay cash for. Get rid of those car loans, get rid of those credit card debts. Make up your mind right now. You are not going to use credit cards no matter what. Just make up your mind, you're not going to do it. The next thing is start cutting back on everything so you can get these things paid off. Or I should say, I guess that would be the first thing. You're not going to go on vacation. I know you're not happy about that, but you're just not. You're not going to buy that new car. You're going to buy a used car that you can afford and pay cash for. You're not going in to get your hair done. You're not going in to get your nails done. You're not going to be buying new clothes unless your shoes are just literally falling apart or you just desperately need shoes for whatever reason. You're not buying new clothes. You're handing your clothes down to your kids. You're accepting hand-me-downs from other people. All of your clothes, all of your linens, even health and beauty can be purchased at the thrift store. Shoes, kitchen things. Get all of those things at the thrift store and take that money that you would have spent on those and put it on your debt. And you're only buying the necessities. The same with garage sales, yard sales. Those are great places to get used items for a fraction. We're talking 5 to 10% new, if that sometimes. I mean, sometimes I get stuff that's like 99% off because it's just so cheap and people just want to get rid of it. The next thing is you're going to be cooking at home. Now, I know I'm telling you not to buy anything, so I'm going to give you this for free, but our Dining on a Dime cookbook. Get a cookbook that tells you how to make basic recipes like pancakes and waffles and scrambled eggs, taco seasoning, fajita seasoning, All of those recipes are in our Dining on a Dime cookbooks. We even have a kids section on how to make bubbles and homemade Play-Doh. We have a cleaning section for all your cleaners. Did you know that I only spend about a quarter a year on cleaners? I don't buy cleaners, usually. Now, I buy them at garage sales and thrift stores, mostly for videos, to be honest, because I got cleaners coming out the wazoo. But you can find them at garage sales and thrift stores. Use the recipes in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. The Bath and Beauty, the majority of the stuff that you get for Bath and Beauty, you don't need. I spend about $10 every 6 months to a year on makeup, and that's all I spend. Yet I wear makeup every single day. I do my hair every single day. I get hair products all the time at the thrift store and garage sales, brand new, unused. It's okay to buy those things used. It really is. So all of those recipes are in our Dining on a Dime cookbook, and here's how you guys can get it for free right now. We are going to give you our Dining on a Dime cookbook ebook, volume number 1, free at livingonadime.com. Click on our shop. Click on our ebooks, click on Dining on a Dime Volume 1, add it to your cart. When you go to checkout, use the coupon code DINING1, and you will get our ebook absolutely free with no obligation and no strings attached. Visit us at livingonadime.com. So go grab your free ebook copy. If you are interested in a print copy, we have our Mother's Day sale happening right now, 50% off the sets and 40% off the individual books. We have Volume 1, Volume 2, and gluten-free, dairy-free edition, and then our price book, which helps you save money on groceries. Listen, grab it right now. Mother's Day and Black Friday are the 2 biggest sales that we have in the year. So I would grab it right now. Start cooking at home. Learn how to cook at home. You can cook at home quicker than you can sit through the drive-through and get home and eat it. And for a 10% of the price. I feed my family for $5 a meal for the entire family. Yes, $5 even in 2025, using the recipes from my cookbook. If you want more ideas on using recipes, you can check out my other YouTube channel, Super Easy Recipes. I'll link it in the description below. Also, my book is linked in the description below for the free ebook right there. But you have got to stop eating out immediately. Immediately. And Mom, I don't care how tired you are taking snacks from home, you are cooking dinner in the crock pot for those kids' activities that are after school. You're not stopping by and grabbing a snack. You're not stopping by and grabbing Gatorade or a Coke or anything like that. You're going to bring a thermos of water. You're going to bring cheese and crackers and grapes and cut up apples and oranges, 4 snacks, granola bars. You can bring all of those and save yourself $20, $30, $40, $50 is what some people are spending on a quick dinner at the drive-thru. So start cooking at home, learn how to cook, use our cookbooks. We've got the basics. All of the recipes are tested and they will help you make delicious recipes that your family will love. The next thing is you're going to start doing things yourself. I used to know a family, they had an adult son living at home. So it was mom, dad, and adult son living at home, and they were paying to have their lawn mowed every week. They were paying to put fertilizer and pesticides on their lawn every week. And let me tell you, when I say their lawn was a postage stamp, it was a postage stamp. It literally took less than 10 minutes. Mow and weed eat. Less than 10 minutes. They just didn't want to do it. That kind of stuff has to stop. I understand if you're not mechanically gifted, you maybe don't want to be fixing the water pump on your car. But if you have an older car, you can probably change the oil. Now, we have an older car and a newer car. I understand the newer cars are much more difficult. So we do have the oil changed on our new car. Newer, it's 10 years old. And we will change the oil on our older car ourselves. That's fine. I get that. But start doing these things yourself. Get on a cleaning routine and start cleaning your own house. If If you need more ideas for cleaning routines, I'll link my organizing and how to clean ebooks down in the description below. But you have to start saving the money and doing these things yourself. The next thing you're cutting out is things like bottled water and all of the sodas. That same family that I was telling you doesn't even mow their postage stamp yard, they bought bottled water by the gallons, and it was in the little bottles. They didn't just go take refillables and refill them. It was ridiculous. Well, they just didn't like the taste of the water. I mean, we lived in Colorado. It doesn't get more pure than Colorado water, really. The water tasted just fine. If you don't like the taste of water, what my mom does is she will put water in a pitcher, let it sit in the refrigerator for 24 hours and let the chlorine evaporate, and then it tastes better. If you don't like that taste, give that a try and see. But sometimes you just have to get used to drinking water. You're so used to drinking things that are processed or sodas or Gatorades or drink aids or all these things. People just don't get used to drinking just regular water. Cut all those things out. The next thing is get rid of all of your subscriptions. All of them. Just get rid of them. You don't need Netflix. You don't need Hulu. You don't need Spotify. You don't need them. YouTube has billions of videos for free that you can watch in the evening. Mike and I watch YouTube the majority of the time. Just watch old movies on YouTube. People have hundreds of dollars of subscriptions and they don't even know it. Get through those subscriptions and get them canceled. The next thing is you're going to start being very careful with the food that you are eating at home. We're not buying steak. We're not buying shrimp. We're not buying lobster. We are buying what's on sale. Chicken, chicken breast, chicken leg quarters are the cheapest meat right now. Pork is the cheapest right now. Figure out how to cook those recipes. Once again, Super Easy Recipes is my YouTube channel where I show cooking these, but go to livingonadime.com. We have recipes for all of these things. But you can take, let's say, a pork roast. Pork roast is 99 cents right now. I would cook a pork roast in my crock pot. Then I shred it up. I make first of all, the first night we have barbecue pork sandwiches. The next night we will have green chili. The next night we will have sweet and sour pork. The next night we'll have stir fry with pork. Make all of these recipes using one pork loin. I cooked it one day. It literally took me 5 minutes to cook my meat. Dumped it in the crock pot, turned it on. 8 hours later in the evening, I just added my barbecue sauce, put them on the buns, nuked a package of frozen vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, mixed, whatever you want, and served it with water at the table. And we had dinner in less than 5 minutes for less than $5 for 4 of us. And that is feeding 3 adult men. Or I should say adult and adult-sized men. In my crock pot, I have a pork loin. I'm doing a double batch because I want leftovers and we're having company. Liquid smoke, shake it up really well. This is what gives barbecue its flavor. Putting a good, tablespoon in some water, some salt, onion powder, garlic powder. Mike really likes garlic. And then I'm going to stir all that up just like so. Pour it all over. And then, put the lid on and put it on low for overnight. All right, is the next morning. Oh my goodness, it smells so delicious. Okay. So it's starting to pull apart, although I would like it to pull apart a little bit better. Oh, like that. Okay, so, there we go. Oh my goodness. This really smells delicious. Okay, I think we're there. So, we're gonna go to church and going to come home and put the sauce on it. If you want, you can put it on low or warm. So I'll turn it from low to warm while we're at church. The next thing is stop volunteering for things you don't need to be volunteering for. Now, this is the end of the school year, but I just had this discussion with a mom at the school. The school is doing a work day as a community project, which is great. I get that. But the mom was saying, I can't get anybody to sign up to bring food for this. And I said, okay, well, so what? She said, well, what are we going to eat? I said, everybody can bring their own sack lunch. Oh, it didn't even occur to her that she could say, no, I'm not going to do it. Everybody can just bring their own sack lunch. Didn't even occur to her. But if more moms and grandmas now would stop volunteering for these things, then the schools and the churches and the youth groups would start getting the hint that maybe we need to start simplifying again instead of making these things so complicated. You do not have to have a meal for every women's meeting at church. You do not have to have a meal every time your school goes somewhere or does something. People can bring sack lunches. It's a very common thing that people did for many years, and nobody does it now. They brought their own water bottle and they brought their own sack lunch. Let's start doing that again. By not volunteering for things that don't need to be done, you can save your energy and focus on things that do need to be done, and possibly get a second job or third job to help you get your credit cards and all of that paid off quicker so that you are back on top of your finances instead of always drowning. You have to get to the point where you say, it is not acceptable for me to be drowning anymore, period. Until you get to that point, your life and your finances are not going to change. Whoever is in office is not going to help you. It is your decisions and the way you are spending your money, your hard-earned money, that are causing all your financial problems. And the problem is, most people are just not ready for what is about to happen. They're just not. This economy has not been sustainable for years. And now it is having to readjust itself, and who knows what's going to happen in the long term. But there are things you can do to start preparing yourself right now to do it. You are in control of your finances, and you can stay in control of your finances. Guys, please comment and let me know what you are doing to take control of your finances or keep control of your finances right now. If you need ideas for saving money on groceries, go watch this video next on how I spent $20 to eat for an entire week for a family of 4. Visit us at livingonadime.com. We will see you guys next time.